Hello and welcome to Sophico. My name's Sophie and today we're going to be talking about how on earth you can make Brussels sprouts taste good. Now if you've been following me on YouTube for the last few months or so, you will already know that I have a personal vendetta against Brussels sprouts. I hate them so much. I don't feel like this towards any other vegetable. I will quite happily eat literally any other vegetable. Well, out of all the ones that I've tried anyway, and I've tried quite a few vegetables, but Brussels sprouts I just hate them. If you saw my odd box delivery a few months back, you would see that for starters, I've started receiving odd box deliveries. Odd box is a company that delivers fruit and veg that will ordinarily have been gone to landfill, and they save it and they deliver it to people. At the moment it's only in London, but hopefully they'll be able to spread countrywide soon. But in my very first odd box I received some Brussels sprouts and I was very concerned as what I was going to use these for. I did try to create like a little Buddha bowl type thing with them, and the rest of the Buddha bowl was lovely, wonderful, but the Brussels sprouts was just still, like, I ate them just because I hate food waste, but I didn't enjoy them. And so the odd box that I received this week also had Brussels sprouts in it, and the thing is, they do tell you in advance what you're going to get in your box, so you can be like, actually no, I don't want that, and I didn't. I should have learned my lesson from the first time, and I didn't, so I got Brussels sprouts again, and I hate Brussels sprouts. But also this week I started reading my latest copy of Simply Vegan magazine, and in Simply Vegan magazine they had a recipe for bubble and squeak fritters. Yes. And they used Brussels sprouts in that recipe. I feel like I should also point out that recipe actually comes from the recipe book Vegan Man. They did credit that in Simply Vegan magazine. Although why this recipe is specifically a manly recipe, I'm not really sure, but wow. So I thought, oh great, I can try this recipe anyway because I've already got this ingredient that I wouldn't normally buy through my own stupidity, so let's give it a go.
So the recipe for these bubble and squeak fritters actually calls for leftover mashed potato and leftover Brussels sprouts, as is traditional in normal bubble and squeak, but given that I already had these Brussels sprouts, I didn't actually have those leftover ingredients, so I just made myself up some mashed potato, and I also included some ochre in that. What is ochre, I hear you say? That is actually a vegetable that is only just starting to be grown in the UK, and it was another vegetable that I received in my odd box, which apparently is really good if it is mashed. So I thought, why not use that in this recipe as well? So this is actually mashed potato and mashed ochre here. I then chopped up the Brussels sprouts. I had already boiled them by this point, I should mention. These are not raw Brussels sprouts that I'm chopping. And I chopped them into quarters, then popped them into the mashed potato and ochre mixture and gave it a good old stir so that it was all stirred in and nicely mixed together. I then added some herbs. So the recipe itself calls for thyme, so I did add thyme, and I also added some rosemary because rosemary is just my favourite flavouring on the planet. So I added some rosemary as well as a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, and I mixed that to keep all the flavours nicely mixed together as well. I then scooped up the mixture and created 4 patty type shapes, kind of like burger type patties, and put them on a plate ready to go. I sprayed a pan with baking spray and popped the patties on ready to fry, and I flipped them regularly. I don't know what it was about these, but they did need quite a few flips in order to cook thoroughly, so I did flip them quite a few times until they were nicely brown on both sides.
Okay, so this is the finished result. It certainly smells pretty good, so I'm feeling hopeful. I'm going to try a little bit on its own, and then it does actually recommend in the recipe that you have it with ketchup, so given my love for ketchup, I will definitely be trying it with ketchup even if I do like it, but let's give it a go. Okay, here we go. That's actually really good. Like, I'm not even saying that. That's really good. Let me try another mouthful just in case that one was a fluke that didn't actually have any Brussels sprouts in it. This one definitely, I can see it's got a bit of Brussels sprouts in it. No, that's just genuinely really good. I'm so impressed. I think it's also in part because of the additional rosemary that I put in. I can definitely taste that it's got rosemary in it. I don't think I even need ketchup with this. Like, I'm probably gonna try it with ketchup, but I don't think I need it because these are really flavorful by themselves. I can kind of imagine having these kind of as a side to like a faux meat product. Oh my god, I'm gonna have some. I can't believe I found something that makes Brussels sprouts taste good. Like, not just manageable, but good. Like, as in I would choose to have this for my dinner. And I would probably actually have the remaining cakes for my lunch this week. But, wow. Wow. Okay, I am going to post a link to the Vegan Man recipe book down below. Obviously you saw what I did. I didn't use the exact quantities in the recipe book because that's just the kind of person I am. But yeah, definitely try these if you are someone like me who hates Brussels sprouts, because these are good. These are really good. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try that with ketchup. I don't need to try it with ketchup. It's just good. It's just really, really good. Okay, I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it useful. I certainly did. Like, even if nobody watches this video, I still learned something new myself today, so I feel like I'm the real winner here. But I hope you learned something too. If you liked it, give it a little like down below, and comment below with any other recipes you can think of for ingredients that you wouldn't normally like, but that make those ingredients palatable. Like, I know a lot of people hide vegetables inside like a spaghetti bolognese. Like, I know my partner will often like really puree up vegetables and then add lots of chili in to make a kind of soup type thing so that he can't really taste the actual vegetables and there's none of the texture of the vegetables, but it's still got the goodness of the vegetables. So anything like that, comment that down below. I definitely want to hear that. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time.